Everyone, this is team number 3.4 and our topic is the NFC based smart plug. Our topic consists of two main components, the NFC load identification by NFC technology and digital power measurement. NFC technology has a wide range of advantages over conventional methods of load identification. The traditional methods of load identification involves the use of energy transients of the load to discover what load is connected to the grid. This requires lots of computation power and is expensive. NFC technology is cheap and is more reliable. The three main components of power measurement digitally consists of the current sensor, the voltage sensor, and the C2000 launchpad. The current sensor is the ACS712, which has a range of up to 20 amps, can measure both AC as well as DC. The voltage sensor is a simple potential divider arrangement whose schematic diagram is shown here. This is the schematic diagram of the voltage sensor. It consists of a simple potential divider circuit. The 3.3 volts of the piccolo is used to clamp up the voltage of the voltage so that the microcontroller can understand it. The 230 volts of the AC is reduced to 2 volts DC. A Zener diode is added at the output so as to eliminate any surges in the voltage that can damage the microcontroller. The C2000 microcontroller is used to do all the processing that is required for this task. This is a 32-bit microprocessor which can perform arithmetic and mathematical operations.
Hello everyone, I am here to talk about the load identification using NFC technology. NFC works on 13.56 MHz wireless communication and is based on RFID technology. That's nothing but radio frequency identification. Now the NFC tag which we are using is based on ISO 14443A standard, as you can see here. Now we are using two main components for load identification, that is MSP 430 as well as the booster pack. Is nothing but the add-on board to MSP 430. As you can see, this is just an add-on board, and now as we know, NFC tag is put in the plug and it comes in close proximity to the NFC transceiver which is stationed inside the socket, and the data is read by the transceiver. And unless the tag is detected by the microcontroller, MSP 430 is put in low power mode 3. When the data is read by the NFC transceiver, it is sent into the microcontroller via SPI, that is serial peripheral interface, and we use two softwares to do this, that is Code Composer Studio, which is when the code is run, the program is burnt on the microcontroller and the terminal window dock light displays the results of the data read by the transceiver.
Hello everyone, this is a circuit setup for measuring power and energy electronically. This is the setup. We have a laptop to run the code. This is the voltage sensor. This is the piccolo board which is doing the central processing, and this is the current sensor. This is the analog voltmeter to read the voltage. The multimeter is connected in series as an ammeter. The DSO is showing the voltage and current waveforms, and the loading rheostat is used as a load for the setup. I'm going to run the code which I have written in CCS. Okay, I'm running with the debug session. As you can see, the power is almost zero. When I switch on the supply, I have put one ampere of load. The voltage is, and I have the current and the voltage waveforms here. The blue is the voltage waveform, the yellow one is the current waveform. The ammeter is reading around 0.96 amps, and the voltmeter is reading around 235 volts. So the total power calculated is around 225.6 watts theoretically, and it's matching the calculated value very much closely. Now I'm increasing the load to around 3 amps. Now the ammeter is around 2.83 amps and the voltmeter is same as 240 volts. The theoretical calculations is around 679.2 watts, which is closely matching with around 650 watts in the power. I'm now increasing it to another 2 more amps to 5 amps. It has gone up to 4.69 amps into 240 volts. and it's around 1025 watts and it's reading around 1061 watts. So as you can see, the theoretical as well as the experimental values are closely matching, and hence we have got the circuit very much accurately. Now we are going to test the power calculation for inductive load. This is the inductor coil. I'm going to measure the internal resistance of the inductor coil. As you can see, the internal resistance is around 1.3 ohms. Now we are going to put the supply. As you can see the current and the voltage waveform. Blue is the voltage waveform and the yellow one is the current waveform. Now as you can see, the power is around 23 watts. By calculation, the current is around 3.83 amps, so 3.83 square into 1.4 is around 20 watts. So the theoretical and experimental readings are matched. Now I'm going to demonstrate about the load identification using NFC technology. This is the ISO 14438 tag, and here I have connected the MSP 430 launchpad to the DLP Design TRF7970A booster pack. I have connected the booster pack to the PC via the USB cable. Here I am running the code in CCS version 5.4. I am now running the debug session. I am using a docklight as my terminal window to view the results of the NFC data. And now I'm going to run the code in CCS. As you can see now in the docklight, you can see that the TRF7970A reader has been enabled, and the version of it has been detected. As you can see from the booster pack, when I put the tag to the NFC reader, as you can see, the red light is glowing, which indicates that the ISO 14438 tag has been detected. The docklight window shows that the TRF7970A has been enabled. If you go to the CCS window, you can see that the tag count has been one, which gives us the information that there's a tag which has been detected. If you once again go to the docklight window, you can see that the ISO 15693 tag has been detected along with its UID address. As each device connected to the grid will have a tag embedded in it, each tag has a unique UID. Therefore, by detecting the UID of the tag, we can know which device is being connected to the grid to consume power, and hence this acts like a load identification system for a system. As seen by the project demonstration, we see that the use of NFC technology and use of basic components like resistors to find power, energy, and use of NFC for load identification greatly reduces the processing power and stands out of the traditional methods of load identification and power calculation. And hence, this method is quite unique and reliable other than all other traditional methods.